solve today's lead code question. So the question is, there are n soldiers standing in a line. Okay, each soldier is assigned a unique rating value. You have to form a team of three soldiers amongst them under the following rule. Okay, so we have to choose three soldiers with index I, J, K such that rating of I should be less than rating of J should be less than rating of K, or reverse, like rating of I should be greater than rating of J, greater than rating of K. Okay, and we have to return number of teams you can form given the conditions. Okay, and soldier can be part of multiple team. That is okay. Now let's see the example. 2, 5, 3, 4, and 1. So as per condition, as per this first condition, we can form this 2, then 3 and 4. It is in the ascending form. Okay, in the descending form we can form 3 5, 3 and 1, or 5, 4 and 1. So what will be our brute force approach or naive approach? It will be like using three loops to like place this I, J, and K and check whether this condition satisfies and increment the count. But the time complexity will be very high. That is NQ. So let's solve using greedy approach. Okay. So how we can solve this question is, can we count, like let's say we have three soldiers, right? We have to form a team of three soldiers. So if we consider this first condition, okay, so this should be less than, okay, if I write here a b and c, a should be less than, b should be less than c. Okay, so can we place 2 at b? No, right, because before 2 there is no element, so we cannot place a, so we cannot place b. Okay, similarly, can we place 1 at b? No, because either it will be at c, only it will be at c only, and 2 can be only at a. Now we have only three choices, that is 5, 3, 4. So can we place 5 here? Yes. So if we see, okay, here it is a, then can I place 5 here? Yes, I can place 5 here, and here it is c. So if I place 5 here, what I want, a should be less than 5 and c should be greater than 5. Okay, so we can check if there is, how many elements are present before 5 that are less than 5. So a is 1, I mean count is 1, so only one element is less than 5 on the left side. And how many elements are greater than 5 on the right side? No elements, so we cannot place this 5 in the middle. So can we place here 3? Okay, now 3 is there. So if we see on the left side, how many elements are present which are less than 3? 1. On the right side, how many elements are present on the right side? 1. So can we form this 2, 3, 4? Yeah, we can, right? So in this way, what we can do is, we will consider an element and we will find the count, how many elements are less on the left side, how many elements are there on the right side. Okay, so let's say an example, where we have, okay, where we have two, let's say, two elements on the left side we have three elements, and on the right side we have four elements. Then how many combinations we can make? We can make 3 into 4 actually. Okay, how? We have three elements, let's say 1, 2 and 3, and on the right side we have 5, 6, 7 and 8, and our element is 4. Okay, our element current element is 4. Now how many combinations I can form is like 1, 4, 5. Okay, again 1, 4, 6, again 1, 4, 7. So it is like a multiplication, 1, 5, 1, 4, 5, 1, 4, 6, 1, 4, 7, 1, 4, 8. Similarly for 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 7, 2, 4, 8. Now 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 6, 3, 4, 7, 3, 4, 8. Okay, so that's it. That is why we want to multiply this L and R. Okay, so for that element, okay, for that element, how many lesser element or smaller elements are present on the left side, and how many greater elements are present on the right side? If we multiply this both, then we can get number of teams can be formed, considering that element as a middle element. Okay, now same thing we can check with 4. Okay, then this is what about first condition. Similarly for next condition, we can check like in reverse way, that is how many elements are smaller on the right side, how many elements are larger on the left side, then multiplying both, then we will get number of teams. Okay, so this is the logic to solve this question. Let's start coding. Okay, let's start coding. So okay, first we'll take int n equal to ratings dot length. Okay, and we want one count to count how many teams we can form. So we need for int, from we want to exclude this first and last element. we are placing these elements as a middle elements. Okay, so int I will be starting from 1, I less than n minus 1, I plus plus. Okay, I is less than n minus 1 means I will go to till n minus 2, like that is from 1 to n minus 2. Yeah, now what we want to do, we want int left smaller. Okay, we want left smaller count and right greater count. Okay, so we'll take these two variables for a current element, left smaller and right greater. So for that I'll use another loop, that is int j is equal to 0 to j is less than as we want to count on the left side, so j less than I and j plus plus. So from 0 to I mean 0 to I minus 1, it will check how many smaller elements are there than the current element. So if what is the current element, 18 of j, okay, less than, that means we are checking this element if it is less than the current element. What is current element? Rating of I. Then we can increment left smaller. That means there is a there exist smaller elements than the current element. Similarly, we can do this for greater one, right? That in for that case, j will be I plus 1 till n, I mean n minus 1. Okay, less than n, that is n minus 1. In that case, we want this right side element should be greater than left I mean current element, then only we will increment right greater. Okay, now we will add this in the count, or at the end also we can add, no issue. Okay, we can add in the beginning only, I have told we have to multiply it. Okay, now this is for this case. Now for this case, instead of doing the same thing, we have how many we have the numbers, right? For current element, how many smaller are there? So accordingly we can find how many greater are there, right? Because we know smaller, so remaining will be greater definitely. So int left greater will be I minus left smaller. Now int right smaller will be, now for left we have I, so directly suppose we have I as a 4, then 4 minus how many elements are there, automatically we'll get it. But for right, we have to find first the length, that is n minus I minus 1, and then we will minus right greater, then we will get left greater and right smaller. So again we have to add in count the multiplication of it. Okay, now we have got our count, then return the count. So this is where we can solve the question using greedy approach. Yeah, we can see accepted. Now let's submit it. Yeah, we can see our solution got submitted. Even brute force approach, if we use, then also it will get submitted. Okay, I mean accepted. Thanks for watching this video. If you like